Uh, Warm welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about a research that have been carried out in South Korea, where they took different type of groups of people and uh, made a research. But the research was concerning the vaccine. They took a different type of group of people which took different type of vaccines and analyzed them, and they were trying to find if there is a connection that or causative effect between the what we call normally turbo cancer, or what they come to call a tumor hypoprogression or hypoprogressive diseases. And and even though they couldn't just say that this type of vaccine directly caused those type of cancer, but the research was out saying that they might actually increase. Might actually increase. As we know, cancer have been there even before a massive vaccination campaign. So what was found out was that when it comes to Pfizer, they say that it could cause cancer a level of 50%. Then Moderna, it could cause those type of cancer at 25%. Therefore, they proceed with adenoviral, vaccines, and they conclude that AstraZeneca was at the level of 6%. If you mix, probably take one shot of Pfizer and you take another shot of Moderna, you are at a risk of 5%. While Sputnik, the Russian vaccine, could cause cancer at a level of 1%, and other different type of Asian kind of vaccines could cause cancer at level of 2.5. And they try to establish the connection, even though the paper could not confirm so. But there is an increase. There have been a massive increase of hematologic like diseases, hematologic cancer. They are mostly into blood cells, such as leukemia, such as lymphoma or lymphoma, because they affect the lymph tissue. Those were estimated to be at 43% leukemia and 48% lymphoma. So you can see that the number is quite a bit high. Then there are carcinoma, which has also increased at the level of 40%. Carcinoma is those solid tumors in most cases that they have all increased. Another type of cancer that is quite common nowadays is a epithelial cells. Epithelial cells. Epithelial is like the place that hold the 10 major internal organs. There were also cancer of the brain, which is glioma. There were sarcomas as well, which are cognitive tissue. There were melanomas as well. Okay. Now there were cancer associated with the virus. That where I came back to my own continent, Africa. In Africa, we got a lot of people with immunodeficiency, immunocompromised patients, patients with HIV. Of course, that shows that we might likely see a lot of sudden disease syndrome in our continent, mostly in those particular area which have a higher level of vaccination. such as Morocco, Algeria, Rwanda, South Africa. Those countries that has higher level, but Rwanda is like the third. And we've already started to notice a lot of excess death in that particular country, even though, doctors in Africa, they just do as they told. They don't sit down and talk about what they see. Some are scared of losing their jobs. So for us, we self-employed. So we talk about what we see, and we are not trying to to make people fear. We are trying to tell people to prevent, because once you develop such as those type of carcinomas, it's unlikely that we find a cure. You might not find a cure. But now there is a chance that you may prevent. You may prevent by consuming natural nutrient before those cancer develops. That's why this channel is here. This channel is not about bringing a cure. This channel is not about telling you guys there is a perfect remedy for cancer. No, this channel is about telling you that prevention is better than cure. Since we know there is an increase of so many type of cancer, like in our area where we've got a lot of people who have got HIV, and the research even talked about people with HIV because they say that there is Kaposi sarcoma. I've never had that kind of terms before. It's my first time that I hear such thing as Kaposi sarcoma. Maybe those are new caused virus cancer. They also talked about something like polymelanoma, something like that. Okay, polymelanoma virus. I've never had that before. Sorry. Of course, I'm a herbalist, so I'm not too much into. But what I may say comes from my experience as a herbalist. It comes from my experience. I've been treating a lot of people using different type of method, but like I said before, the best method is for you to present, not for you when you are sick to come to us, and it's already too late in most of cases, especially with this so-called turbo cancer that are hyper progressive, that are spreading very, very faster. And also, I may say that in Western countries, we likely to lose a lot of people in Western countries. We likely to see a lot of excess death in America, a lot of excess death in the UK, a lot of excess death in France and Germany, a lot of excess death in Italy, Portugal. And remember, those are countries where people don't make a lot of babies. Country like Germany, people don't make a lot of babies. I may say it's a post-trauma event, probably of First and Second World War, where people just don't want to spend too much energy into making a lot of children, and they have aging population. So think about the aging population, which is highly vaccinated, and once the generation disappear, now who will take over the land? That's why whenever you are, you in Germany, you in America, you in the UK, you in Australia, wherever you are, you need to subscribe to this channel, because that where we'll be giving you the most preventive method, the method that might help you to prevent. Because once you're sick, I don't promise any treatment, but prevention is better than cure. That's why I'm here to talk about these herbs. Many people see this is a spicy. Coriander has even its own seeds in most cases, but this coriander is very, very good herbs. Loaded with antioxidant, loaded with antimicrobial, loaded with a lot of vitamins such as A, C, K, with minerals, potassium, zinc, copper, magnesium. Okay, so this coriander, once you make a juice, but always remember, you need, when you are like diabetics, you need to consult also with your doctors, because I'm not sure what type of medicine you're taking. If your doctor agree that you may combine this with coriander, then it's okay, because this is an anti-diabetic. It reduces the diabetes. And we've been using it for many centuries in East Africa, very, very many centuries. I recall I used to see old ladies just cooking coriander, mixing it with other herbs. And remember, those ladies were not even educated, but they knew herbs very well. They knew the combination very well, better than us even. So now, the coriander could be used to reduce high blood pressure. This herbs was very good when it is mixed with minerals, rock salt. It's very good not to cure, but to reduce the problem when it comes to bones. It strengthens your bones. It strengthens your bones, to boost your immune system. And remember, at this particular time, what is the most important is to boost your immunity. Your immunity should be boosted. Once your immunity is boosted, that's when your cells can fight for you. As you recall, people are now working with zombie cells. I'm not going to go into that, but B cells now are becoming zombie cells. B cells, T cells, natural killer cells. We've talked about antibodies that are manufacturing a lot of or creating a lot of immunoglobulin class 4. We've talked about that in our previous videos. So now, what we do now is we boost our immune system. Before, we don't want to get sick. We want to stay healthy. That's the target of this channel. If you are coming to look for a cure for remedy of this channel, you're not going to find it. It's not there. But if you're coming to see what you may use to prevent even you getting sick, you will see a lot of things like this coriander. You will see many other fruits that we've been talking about. So you keep tuned, make subscribe, like, and share. Because if you start using coriander, you will see a quick change, starting from your gut. Your gut will start removing all type of toxins that are into your stomach, stuck there, that are into your colons. This one is actually colon cleanser. So it will clean both small and large intestine, and you will feel good into your stomach. But since most of these herbs are nowadays sprayed, wash them well, because the farmers are spraying a lot of chemicals into what we believe are healthier. So we need to be very careful when we are using them. And definitely this will be a very good. We've seen a lot of women losing their, like they were regular into their menstrual cycle. Now they've become irregular. Some other women have no cycle at all. Menstrual problems, heavy breathing, excessive breathing. Please, ladies, women, use these herbs to help you. In future, we will teach you how you can combine with other herbs. But the challenge is in your country, you don't have enough herbs. But we will try to teach you according to the herbs that you might be able to find in your supermarket. I cannot go into the bush and brings you the trees you've never seen, you've never heard of. So I rather concentrate on showing you what you already can find. Because what you've never heard of, what you've never used, it's gonna be very difficult. And as a herbalist, we use a lot of trees now. Like in East Africa, we have people who mix 10 trees. Once you are treating our client, we may mix 10 trees because we want a medicine to be faster, effective, without, let's say, wasting time. So we need everything to be super fast. So stay with us, stay to this channel. You are with Master Kata. See you again next time. Thank you very much.